Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Oakley dokley, I am struggling a little bit to step back into my skin being because I listened last night to Dr. Stephen Greer's doco from 2013, gosh, 13 years ago. And so many pieces clicked into place for me about what I've been experiencing lately that there's this upgrade that's happened, and I am just so I do apologize if I get a little bit disjointed. Okay, entertainment only. What I want to have a look at in this particular reading, just very quickly, is the Voting Rights Act. Apparently it went 6-3, along the usual lines, basically saying that giving the states the right to withdraw voting districts however they well like. So the ability to decrease fair representation, basically putting all the minority groups, with little, oh gosh, you have to look at some of these maps and they've got little fingers going off everywhere to capture that particular street and etc. So basically to put all the minorities into one seat, and then there might be 100,000 of in one seat, and the next seat over might have 20 people, but a seat has equal representation. So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is really worrying. However, we've got the Strength card here and the Ace of Swords, the ace cutting through. So despite being reminded yesterday by King Charles about representation and about nobody's above the law, and about the reason why they got rid of the British in the first place, etc., the Supreme Court still ruled this way. And of course the 3 female progressive judges have come out and voiced their opinions on this. So I want to have a look. On full display, the Sun card. This action of setting up this monarchy, this US dictator. It's absolutely on full display. Now, I believe the appeals court in New York upheld E. Jean Carroll's case in E. Jean Carroll's favour. You can guarantee that there's going to be delay tactics trying to get this to the Supreme Court, even though the Supreme Court has absolutely no right in poking their nose into this, because he was not president at the time. It is a state case, etc. But E. Jean's 82 years old. She's older than the Orange Idiot, and I call him that because he's orange and he's an idiot. No reflection on this beautiful artwork. Those that have been with me for a while will know that there's actually 3 prints in this series, and they are monotype prints where they use the same plate but apply fresh ink to the plate between printings. So yeah, that's Helene Lane, Leane, if you're interested in the artist. So she's 82, he's not yet 80. He's trying to outlast her, basically. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's just the usual delay tactic. So just bloody well pay up is my attitude. Yeah, I'm a bit cheesed off with the 3D skin being level of humanity at the moment. But anyhow, let's have a look. I shall try and keep myself in check. Oh, I'm asking about the voting rights. The infighting, the squabbling, the argy-bargy, the pushback on it, the poor choices that were made in this ruling that basically the Supreme Court exposed itself as pandering to this self-proclaimed monarch. Okay, I don't think it's going to go over very well. I don't think it's going to work out in the regime's favour like they think. However, I keep getting, and I know we're running out of time because it's May for me tomorrow already. I just feel like I keep getting midterms question mark. What midterms? It's like if this regime is not removed, the midterms won't mean diddly squat. And these two, yeah, the on the back foot trying to defend the best of democracy, the right of democracy. I keep getting those two cards popped out. I keep getting that if this regime is not removed, there won't be a midterms, or if there is, it won't mean anything. Now, I don't say that to frighten you. I'm saying that to galvanize you into action. There is this generational, and it is generations long, indoctrined belief in the US that the cavalry, and I've said this in a few emails today, so I do apologise if I'm repeating what I've emailed you, when people have been asking me questions, of the cavalry riding over the hill to save the day, of being the biggest, bestest in the whole world, that anybody can be a millionaire if they just work hard enough. So therefore, if you're not, then it's your own fault. And just along these lines, there's this indoctrination generations long. So it's not like just recent. This is going back 70 years or so, 70, 80 years of programming, intergenerational programming, and very much also the peaceful transfer of power, and we mustn't do anything to upset the apple cart and all this sort of stuff. Very hard to overcome. Not helped by reality TV in this day and age, dumbing down of the populace. But let's have a look. And mainstream media being under the control of the government pretty much for, yeah, and there's an ace that's flung itself out. Two aces flung themselves on the top there. Yes, yes, and yes. Money and emotions. Very much under this belief. We've got the voters harping, or we've got actually the best of democracy, a vision of what it used to be. But there's a light being shone in the dark here, and it is setting off on this new journey as we learn more and more about how we've been betrayed in regards to these beliefs. Okay, let me get off my little soapy box there. I'll just put those back randomly and have a look. Now, I do notice, I saw Rosie's done a reading on it. Haven't watched it. Be interesting to see what she gets. So let's have a look. What is going to be the outcome of the Supreme Court pretty much gutting the Voting Rights Act? What's going to be the outcome? Okay, I've got this card's popped out. So the Wheel of Fortune, karma coming and biting them on the backside. Oh boy, let's see where we go. Challenged by the Queen of Swords. So there might be a legal, I don't know how they could do a legal challenge to it. The Queen of Swords. The challenge is about an internal strategy in regards to legality. So this is okay, thank you, right? I love it when my guides, it's almost like I get a tap on the head. It's almost like a physical tap on the head when I'm going down the right path. Sometimes I just got to work through it. yeah, there is this internal legal strategy for this. Uh, this is about fate, destiny, karma. I mean, this is the situation it's gotten to, where they've pretty much gutted the Voting Rights Act that's been in place, I believe, since the 1950s, if I'm correct. This internal strategy in regards to the legality of the Voting Rights Act. The energy that they're stewing in at the moment is, this has been in the works for quite a while, a long while, but this is also very possibly, they got paid for play. So money, it's possibly money trails, the hard work going on behind the scenes for her I can't even say his name, her frump. Yeah, doing the work behind the scenes, but I suspect they've been rewarded for it. In the past, we've got this false victory. And this was the false victory in the past that happened on November the 5th, 24, and to put in place an emperor. Absolutely. This is about keeping the emperor in place. Now, we know it's not going to be the orange idiot, but it is setting up that whoever takes this chair can't be displaced. That's the intention of this. Okay, the immediate future is the Two of Wands. Those in the States looking at the options and making a plan, because if the red states can basically end up with these spider-looking districts to try and isolate the minorities, or not even minorities, just give false representation, the blue states can do the same too. So this is very much, it's been handed to the states. They're looking at their options. And then we've got the King of Swords. So we've got this internal queen, but then we've got the external king. So the queen was in the challenge position. This is part of a strategy. Now also, when I'm talking about elections, the pentacles mean votes. They're making me go back to this one because what they're doing is they're lining up the districts, how they giving it permission to line up the districts how they want, and then there's just that one there. So this is altering the districts to give them the result that they think they want, and then there's just this one outlier. That's what I'm saying about, there'll be this district with, 100,000 in it, and this district will have 20 people in it, and this one might have 5,000 in it. But, to give a 7-to-1 advantage. Okay, but we've got the King of Swords here. Right, so this is about external legal strategy. I don't know that the states can challenge this, but this is about action being taken. And the Page of Wands, information being brought forward, new plan being brought forward, hopes and fears, the Ace of Swords, that it is setting up this emperor as a king, but the Ace of Swords being wielded by this King of Swords, which is ever so slightly off kilter, I might add, but it's upright here, will defeat the king as well. So it's a double, I'm just going to say it's a double-edged sword. Okay, the outcome. Uh-oh, the king falls underfoot and is trampled. So this is pretty much once the orange twerp goes, it spirals out of control with that Two of Pentacles, and then we have this new Ace of Cups, new beginning, new partnerships, new agreements, something that's emotionally overwhelming. Page of Pentacles, new opportunities, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So we've got King of Wands is about a new plan being brought forward. The Knight of Pentacles bringing this opportunity forward reluctantly in regards to the voting, something that Biden has already put in place, volatile information being brought forward with that Knight of Wands, the Eight of Cups walking away from norms, those that feathered their nest finding themselves on the out, and the Judgment card. And then the Regret, and then we've got the Magician, and then we've got the Ace of Wands. Something big coming. Got the Strength card, the Secrets card with the High Priestess, Nightmare situation, shining a light in the dark to find a new path forward. There's the Military. I keep saying I can't get away from, but it does come down to people. But I think when he's gone, the people, it's like the veil falls away from the face. When Orange False Prophet is gone, what did I read the other day? They've sold, sorry, I've got a really long hair there. Must belong to my daughter. They've sold something like 600,000 felon phones or something. Not one has been delivered yet. Now, what did I glimpse there? The Sun card being exposed. The government being exposed. The downfall of I'm going to say the Orange Idiot. What's the next card there? Okay. The end of an era, downfall. Sorry, I can't remember what order they went in. End of an era, downfall. They're going to try and keep a lid on it, but they're not going to be able to for long. And when he goes, there's that hair. Let me get that out. The Emperor, when he goes, it's over. When he goes, it's over. It's over. Okay. Silly idiots that they are. Goodness me. Talk about putting yourself on the wrong side of history. I'll just put some of those cards back to front. Okay, there we go. Okay, tell me. There's nowhere really to go with that, is there? I just don't feel it's relevant. It's not going to be relevant. Moving out of troubled waters, again, something that Biden put into place. Do not underestimate a Scorpio. King Charles is a Scorpio as well. Do not underestimate. Sting in the tail. Don't be distracted by the claws at the front. Watch for the sting in the tail. Okay, is there anything else we need to know? Come on down. Oh boy. Keeping a lid on the situation. The Tower. Trying to keep a lid on the situation. Tower moment. Unexpected news coming out of left field. Back up against the wall, trying to defend the position. But it's the end. The world, it's the end. Trying to claim constitutional secession, but it's the end, because the abuse and stealing and corruption is going to be exposed. Yep, there's the Ace of Wands, big stick. There's the King of Swords. There's the Page of Wands. This new, completely new youthful plan. And when I say youthful, it's for the now plan coming forward. King of Swords. Okay. The infighting amongst the oligarchs, because they know it's the end of the era. The Lovers, the victory, the stolen victory coming out. And those that feathered their nests, the treason, and finding themselves. This is the moral, financial, ethical, corruption. And then we have the Justice card. Now, this is not SCrOTUS. There is going to be justice brought for those that imbibed in this moral, ethical, and financial corruption, but also this voting corruption, the treason, those that feathered their nest out of this stolen win. Got the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Cups, which is about the poor choices, Queen of Wands, and then the coming together, rise of the feminine energy and coming together, and the Hermit, the Judgment, the Moon, about the King of Pentacles, Hanged Man is going to be strung up, then trying to look at what next option, because if the entire cabinet and line of succession is corrupt, what then? I keep saying the US is going to find itself adrift in uncharted waters. The voters are going to, and literally, I split the deck like that to start shuffling. But we've got the voters, the lovers. This is completely new, uncharted waters. The Star card, the best of democracy, and the Ace of Pentacles, being given an opportunity. If you do not take the opportunity, the cycle will go round again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is big stuff at the moment. What have I got? I've got my float flipping card and the Emperor. He's going to find himself fully. It's going to come out. Trust, but it's not until the people are ready. Which means enough need to wake up, enough need to decide what they actually want out of life, and what they want their future to look like, instead of just the same old, same old. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Love to you all. Take care.